when I started meditation almost 17 to 18 years ago, even then I needed a lot of proof. I needed a lot of, so over the years, as I read hundreds of books recommended by Patriji and a lot of other masters, as I went deep into meditation, this is how it works, this is how it brings the changes about. And when I started experiencing, only then I started believing. And it took a long time for me to move from a practitioner to a believer to experiencer, someone who's actually undergone the transformation, and then started teaching, right? So I started teaching from the Pyramid Valley platform, only from the Pyramid Valley platform the last couple of years. So that is where this whole transformation journey starts. Now, a few things about the program, Mindfulness for Success. All of us want to be successful, right? And then for us, again, for me, happiness was an abstract word. There are a lot of definitions of happiness. But for most of us in this age or in this yug, all of us are doing something. We are destined to do something. We have a career, we have a job, we have a family, right? And then for us, success is something, achieving something, right? But unfortunately, through the journey of trying to achieve something, we go through a lot of stress, a lot of health issues, a lot of confusion, a lot of heartburn, a lot of grief, right? And that I've discovered is primarily due to our ignorance of the way life works. And this program is designed, each day of the 21 days is designed to dispel that ignorance, bring in the facts, bring in things from spiritual science, from quantum science, from neuroscience, to talk about this is how things work. And all of us are in the delusion of, okay, so everything is based on what happens outside, but ultimately everything based, happiness and success is defined by what happens inside. So that's what this program is about. And we have a wonderful panel of speakers. Most of them have undergone this transformation, who are ready to share their experiences, who are ready to talk about, and everyone have done multiple programs. So be comfortable that you are hearing from people who have experienced things, who are not just talking about theory from slides. And coming to mindfulness, what is mindfulness? A lot of us have heard about meditation. Is my audio okay? Yeah, so someone says not able to hear. So we've heard about meditation, we heard about several things, right? What is mindfulness? And I'm sure in one of these sessions, we will talk about the history behind what is mindfulness, how breath mindfulness meditation evolved, how Buddha discovered breath mindfulness meditation. So there are a lot of techniques for meditation as well. So mindfulness is about, to me, it distills down to three things. So first one is concentration, right? So mindfulness gives us concentration. Anytime that we do any work, it gives us the concentration to focus. And that is what all of us need today, given the umpteen hundreds of distractions that we have both on our devices, both in our brain, mind, and around us. So it gives us concentration, which I would equate it to attention, one-pointed attention. All of spiritual science talks about it. The second thing is about awareness or consciousness, right? So it makes us become aware. It's not just about one-pointed focus. It also makes us be aware of what is it that happening around it, so that I can shift my focus at any point of time. Awareness is an integral part of mindfulness. So there are texts that talk about mindfulness, define mindfulness as the optimal combination of attention and awareness. And the last point of the formula is acceptance. So we will have to accept whatever is happening in the present moment. So that's what mindfulness is. So mindfulness is attention plus awareness plus acceptance of whatever is happening in the present moment. The three aces of success, right? And how are we going to practice in the next 21 days? So just like all of us learn the skill of singing, learn the skill of a sport, learn the skill of a dance, right? Even learn the skill of, I'm sure a lot of you are doing different jobs, and some of you are from the IT sector. I'm also been also from the IT sector. The way we learn any programming language or any platform, so it's a skill. And how do we learn a skill? We first learn the foundations of it, the what, the how, and then we do a lot of practice. That is why we become an expert in a skill. So very similarly, this 21 day, this meditation session that we are doing is actually a practice in mindfulness. So I always equate it to a sport, just like cricket, we have a net practice, right? So people go to a ground, they do a practice, and then they always do net practice before the actual game. For us, the 24 hours or the remaining 23 hours is actually the game. For us to be mindful during those 24 hours, we are doing this net practice of this 1 hour or 1.5 hours. And in this practice session, how do we practice? In a net, you have the net, and then you have a cricket ball. Someone kind of keeps bowling. So in this case, how do we practice? What are the tools? What are the skills? How do we develop the skills of attention, awareness, and acceptance? We focus on our breath, right? I'm sure Shibu is going to dive deep into that. So it's basically continuously focusing attention on the breath. Over time, we get the practice of constant attention on the breath. As we continue to focus attention on the breath, we are becoming aware of our thoughts, right? Thoughts or whatever distractions. That is where we learn awareness. Oh, I'm becoming aware of the thought. And then we start to accept whatever is happening, whatever feelings we have, whatever thoughts we have, right? And then we slowly bring our focus, attention back to the breath. So attention, awareness, we're accepting anything that happens. We are not clinging on to, when I sit in meditation for 40 minutes, I should be getting to an empty mind state every day. It doesn't happen. So those are the things that we will learn over the next 21 days. And you will be fascinated to find whatever you're doing in that 1 hour, 1.5 hour, they will have their impact. You will feel that impact within 5 days, right? Beginning your day 5, you'll continuously start feeling some kind of impact during your daytime. And then it only increases. As you continue to practice, the skill increases. And over time, right? So you will start finding in your day-to-day life also, you are having those 3 skills of attention, awareness, and acceptance. That will spill over to your work, that will spill over to your relationships, that will spill over to your health, that will spill over to your spontaneity, right? So we will talk about how all that happens. There is a deep science behind it. So with that, my dear friends, please stay with this program for the next 21 days. You will find changes. And that is what I keep seeing in all the programs that we conduct at Pyramid Valley, either the online sessions or even the retreat sessions. We have a 7-day retreat coming up later in February. So it's called the Stillness Retreat. So a lot of people come here, undergo vast amounts of transformation. The retreat has lots of meditation, lots of silence, lots of service, and lots of time in nature as well here in Pyramid Valley. So one other thing I want to mention before I hand off to the team is people, and this is again a standard practice for most of the Pyramid Valley programs. So people who attend this program for more than 90%, which is 19 days and above out of the 21 days, you will get a certificate that you attended this course, 21-day course from Pyramid Valley. All right. So that is a lot of people prefer or want to get the certificate as well. So please join with your same name so that when we are able to track in our Zoom log record, we are able to find your name for the 21 days. And then we will see if you have attended 19 days or beyond, you are eligible for a certificate. Towards the end, we will ask you for an email where we where we should be sending the certificate. All right. So those are the announcements. Welcome to this brand new program. The science is the same, but the speakers are different. The practice is the same, but the experiences are going to be different. So please stay with us, and I'll be around for quite a lot of time on several days on this program. So it's going to be a grand learning experience. It's going to be, you're going to learn new skills that will be immediately useful in your studies, in your work, in your relationships, in your family as well. So with that, let me hand off to the key facilitator of this course, Shibu. and we have an entire panel of speakers. And before I move on, so this is also being done in active association with the PIMA, our youth wing. Again, Patriji established PIMA as a way for all the youth to get into this path of meditation and mindfulness and spiritual science, vegetarianism, and pyramid energy. So there are masters who are going to talk more about that. And if you're not associated with the PIMA organizations, you can always get associated. And so with that, welcome all of you to this 21-day online program for youth, young at heart, young souls, mindfulness for success. So with that, let me hand off to this wonderful panel of Shibu, Prithvi, Sirisha, Sunil, and Janisha. So quite a lot of people. I know that a lot of speakers are going to come over 21 days. So Shibu will have the details. So Shibu, it's all yours now.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, my gratitude to Patri sir, Sampath, and our entire team for this opportunity to serve. It's such a privilege to be here serving you all. And good morning, good evening to all of you. I mean, I know in India it's 6 a.m. So thank you so much for getting up early and being here. I know it takes a lot, right? You could have been sleeping or doing something else, but it takes a lot. You have shown your intent, you are here, and that matters a lot. And we'll promise that we'll make this worthwhile for you. And that's definitely a promise from us. All right. So again, thanks on behalf of the entire Pyramid Valley team and the PIMA team. As sir mentioned, this is something which we are jointly doing, Pyramid Valley team partnering with PIMA, and we have been working together. We essentially are a group of volunteers, and we have been working on many things. It's content. Some people have been working on the music, handouts. Some of us will be speaking as well. But the point is, it's a team. So all of us have been working together on this, and you'll hear from all of us in the coming days. And gratitude to all of you for joining in. And quick intro. I am a meditator. And exactly as Sagar sir mentioned, I also consider myself to be an experimenter. So I came into meditation, or rather it was introduced to me 13 years ago. And at that time, I didn't believe in it. I just wanted to try it out myself. So since then, it's been an amazing experience. I've been silently meditating for a long time. Recently, I've also started spreading meditation, because it's that way, right? You keep doing it, you realize the benefits, and then you want everybody else to share it. It's a natural thing, and most of us have been doing it, and you'll see that. All right. So again, I'm basically living out of New Jersey in the United States. So it's 7:30 p.m. here. So I'm sure there's a lot of people from around the world, India, US, and other places too. So again, as Sagar sir mentioned, as experimentation, right? I want to start with this small tip. Do not believe in everything, right? You'll hear a lot of things here. I want to say it again. Do not believe it all. But most importantly, do not disbelieve. Just hear it, right? Keep an open mind always. Keep an open mind. Don't believe or disbelieve. Because either ways, you'll be looking through colored glasses, right? If you believe or disbelieve. Take it as an experiment. Take it as a challenge. Everything is a challenge, right? Let's just try it on ourselves. Let's not believe anything which others say. So that's one of the key things, or the first things I want to mention. A good analogy here would be, you don't believe you have a hand, right? You know you have a hand. It's something which you can't believe. You know it. And it's exactly the same thing. You will know. Nobody needs to tell you to believe or disbelieve. So just keeping an open mind and neutrality pays a lot. I think that would just be the solid foundation. Second thing is, we have to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? Are we doing it for others? Right? Are we doing it for ourselves? I mean, what is the reason? Why are you doing this? Are we sincere? Are we serious? Right? If we get the answer, I mean, we should all be asking this to ourselves, right? Sincerely, seriously, why are we doing this? If we know this, you will have enough drive to take this for 21 days, right? As Sir said, this is all about practice. And practice is the key, right? I mean, we can all talk about theory here, but we can get theory, you will understand it, you can sound intelligent in front of some friends, but that's not going to result in transformation, right? Transformation means practice. And practice, whatever we practice, we become really good at it, right? Let's say most of us, including myself, we are always distracted, right? We're doing one thing, we always get distracted with something else. We keep practicing in it without knowing that we are doing it. We keep practicing it, which means we get really, really good at it, right? But the point is, again, to build a practice, build a solid foundation, we have to keep practicing meditation and mindfulness. Sir gave a beautiful analogy of 1.5 hours of meditation. It's always followed by mindfulness. You get the awareness, you're mindful, right? So this building that solid practice is very important. So stick with us for 21 days. And last, but certainly not the least, I would say, be kind to yourself. Through this journey of 21 days, be kind, be acceptance, right? That's the third point, which Sir also mentioned, be accepting of yourself, be kind. It's okay, even if there will be some days we'll have a lot of thoughts, there'll be some days you're super busy, it's okay. Just be accepting of all of that, be kind. This is a big step. Just showing up is a big deal. Just pat yourself on the back for doing this. Let's get started. One more key thing which I would mention, I know we'll be talking about a lot about PSSM during the later time, but I think one thing which I want to feel, or rather mention up front, is there is no master-disciple structure here, right? We are all friends. We will meditate, we will share experiences, we'll share wisdom. And today, we are sharing our wisdom. Tomorrow you will, right? The key is we are all friends here. So I think it's very, very important that we state that up front, and you'll see that happening too. It's very casual. The key thing here is build a solid meditation practice. We'll be sharing experience. It's a fun place to be. And I think probably we can just bring up the poll right now. We do have a couple of questions to quickly get that out of the way and run the poll. Actually, we'll be doing that a little later. We won't be doing the poll right now. But one key thing we would like to ask is, would you be one key poll, rather key question, which I would love you all to ask yourself is, would I be sticking for 21 days, right? All 21 days. It's something which I would really, really request you all to ask yourself. No need to share the answer here, but please ask that question. Would you be with us for all 21 days? And I hope, and I really sincerely wish the answer is a strong I will. So with this, I think time to get started with today's presentation. Sir, do you want to say something, sir?
Yeah, sorry. Can you explain the structure of the program as well? That we start with meditation first. I mean, today is a bit different. So generally, what is the...
Yeah. So general structure would be, we'll be starting the day with the music. While we welcome everyone, we'll start the day with the music, followed by the meditation for around 30 to 40 minutes. This will be followed by a wisdom session. Well, as you mentioned, we'll be bringing in multiple speakers. So speakers will be coming in, sharing their wisdom. And after that, there will be an experience sharing. We'll share the experiences with each other. It's usually followed by a Q&A. So we can ask questions, it will be answered. That will be the typical structure. But today, as we mentioned, it's a little different. So we are going to start with the how-to part, right? Sir mentioned this is breath meditation. So we are going to look at why of meditation, right? Why? Very quickly, and we'll be building on top of this multiple days, but very, very upfront, we're going to state the why part of it, followed by the how, right? So it's a very basic number of steps. We'll be going through some slides and followed by the meditation itself. And again, we'll also be introducing our PIMA International President, Naman, who is also on this call after the meditation.
Wonderful.
Anything else to add, sir?
Yeah, that's good. So the point here is please join us exactly at 6 o'clock, right? So we pretty much start off with meditation, right? I mean, today there is a lot of instructions happening, but 6 to 6:40, 6:45 is when the initial instructions and the meditation will happen. And then we'll have the 15-minute session, wisdom sharing, and then the experience sharing in the Q&A, right? So meditation happens first. And then for most of us, I think I've heard in a lot of the programs, for most of them, just waking up and attending this, starting this program at 6 o'clock itself is a big practice. That itself brings in a lot of changes in them. A lot of people have said, I've never done this for 21 days, woke up so early for 21 days before in my life, right? But then people have stuck to that practice. So that itself is a big thing that you're doing. Like Shibu mentioned, how to pat yourself on your back. So please join us sharp at 6 o'clock and we just get to the program so that we will finish it on time so that we can get on with our day work.
Thank you, sir. So I'll quickly share a few slides and get into meditation. The key, as we were mentioning earlier, is the practice. So all of this is to get us to that practice, right? Today will be some basic instructions. Sir, can you see my screen? Is it shared now?
Yes.
All right. So let's get started. Today, the intro to meditation. So request you all to give your full attention to this. This program itself is Mindfulness for Success. Let's be very attentive, mindful. It's very, very, very simple, but also very important. So meditation, which we are going to do here, is Anapanasati, breath meditation, simple and scientific. So let's look at some of the myths in meditation, right? The first is meditation is very difficult. It's difficult. So it is not difficult once you understand the science of meditation and once you keep practicing. It's a natural thing. It's the most natural thing. Whatever is easy is usually right? Once you'll again, this is something that you have to experience it. And once you experience, you'll know that this is very, very easy and natural. And easy is always right. Second thing is usually said is you have to quiet your mind in order to have a successful meditation practice. That is not entirely good. That's not true because the reverse is usually correct. You're meditating to quiet the mind. So friends usually tell me that my mind is preoccupied. I cannot start the meditation practice now. Can probably start meditating next month or next day or something else. We can always put it out. If at all there is ever a time to start meditation, it's always now. Now is the time. Make a decision, start the meditation. There is nothing to do to quiet the mind or do anything, right? Just meditate and things will fall in place. It takes years of dedicated practice to receive any benefit from meditation. Every meditation is a successful meditation. You might get experience, some experiences might not, you might realize, might not realize, doesn't matter. It always builds on, right? The key is to have the patience and keep the practice. Important thing is to have the seriousness and also the sincerity, right? We are always on it. We keep meditating. You're not meditating to get something, right? It's an experiment. Do it as an experiment. Keep working on yourself. You'll see that. Next is meditation is an escapism, very common one. It's actually far from it. Meditation makes you responsible. So here's one of the things which we'll talk about quite a bit is the thinker versus observer, because you'll start seeing yourself as an observer, not a thinker. So what it really builds is there is a separation between you and the life situation. So these are all practical things. All of this we have to keep meditating to see it. When you are different, when you see a separation from a life situation, you can deal with it better. Detached, even better. So meditation is not escapism. It actually helps you respond exactly what is needed by that situation. So you'll be better at it. Next thing is, I do not have time to meditate. That's also a common excuse. I also used to give that to myself. Many people do that. It's a very common excuse, not just a myth. So usually when we say that for anything, right, let's forget about I don't have time to meditate, but just think about I do not have time. If we ever say that, it usually means I don't want to do it, right? Because time is such a construct. If you ever say that, we don't want to do it. We always have time to do what we want to do. The question we should ask ourselves is it a priority? If it is a priority, then we'll always find the time to do it. And one thing which I also want to state is meditation does not take out that time from your busy schedule, right? Sir mentioned about the 1 hour. That 1 hour is going to help you do your task better through the day. Let's say when you're working or when you're studying or whatever it is that you are doing, you'll be doing it much more focused, which actually completes those tasks even better. So you're really not losing anything. Moving on. So meditation, which we do here, is Anapanasati. And this is originally taught by Gautam Buddha. So this is now we're getting into the how part. The most important part about this, the most important part is that the body needs to be absolutely relaxed. Here is the posture. Close your eyes, clasp your hands, cross your legs. It's if you are sitting on the floor, or if you are sitting on a chair, just cross your feet. Next is allow your body to breathe and just witness the breath. There is in breath, out breath, right? Be aware of the breath and just notice the sensations on the body. Simply observe the breath. So the key here is do not try to control or manipulate the breath. Just being a witness, just be a witness and let it happen. Let the breath happen on its own, because there's nothing which we need to do there. Body is breathing, we are observing. So the key, the third one, is being with the breath. Ana is the in-breath, Pana is the out-breath, Sati is being with the breath. So here, as we do that, we'll notice that thoughts will arise. So some days more, some days less. It's very natural, right? Depends on the day and many other factors. But it's okay. And this is where the fourth aspect, which I mentioned earlier, also comes into play, which is acceptance. Okay, be kind to yourself, be gentle. It's okay. Just come back to the breath. The thoughts come, just cut it and come back to the breath. Stay with the breath. The last in the how-to part, rather, is the ending the meditation. So unclasp your hands, place your fingers on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds, and open your eyes. So here is a quick recap. Sitting comfortably, clasping your hands, crossing your legs, close your eyes. That's the initial posture part. Observing the breath and cutting the thoughts and being with the breath. So to me, this is a very, very important question. As experimenters and scientists, spiritual scientists, we should all be asking this. Why breath? Why something else? Why not something else, right? There could be There are mantra meditations. There are visualizations. But why breath? So whenever we are conscious of the breath, we're absolutely in the present moment. Either you are with the thoughts or with the breath, right? This is very, very important thing, because if you are with the breath, then you are not with the thoughts. Also, one more thing is, our goal is to calm the mind. And breath is something which is happening not by the mind, right? It's not something which is happening through the mind or controlled by the mind. So unlike some other meditations like visualizations or etc., which is still happening through the mind, right? Or even mantra, etc. Some of this will dig deeper, will go deeper in the coming days. So for now, I just wanted to mention this upfront, and we'll go deeper in the coming days. So benefits of meditation. So we are going to mention a few things. Again, as I mentioned initially, there are many benefits. You would hear a few things here. You would have listened to, you would have heard about many from other places too. I would encourage you all to try it out yourself and find the benefits and realize the benefits. Here we are stating some of the benefits. As the memory power, the work gets done faster, efficiently. These are all theory, but let's realize it. Again, healing happens. The purpose of life becomes understood better. Many benefits. And then there are many common experiences. This is again getting prepared as we are starting the meditation journey, right? We'll talk about these in detail in the coming days, but before our first meditation, it's better that we just go through this. It's okay to have these experiences. Importantly, it's okay not to have any of this experience. Important thing is not to get identified with any of this. So just be aware of these things. Floating, whirling, tingling sensation, lightness in the body, common sensations. Again, there would be other common experiences like visions, colors, and you might feel sleepy. I mean, after you might feel sleepy. That's something which is very, very common, right? If it depends on the energy. If you're not having enough energy during meditation, you might feel sleepy. It's very common. There's no problem with that. All of these are very common, and we'll delve deeper into that in day 2 and day 3. Key thing here is starting with the right attitude. Let's understand what that right attitude is, which is never to doubt our ability to meditate. This is the most natural thing. It's not difficult. We already saw that. It's the most easy thing to do. Let's just ease into that. It's the most easy thing to do. Sir, would you like to add anything else before we start the meditation?
I think it's perfect, Shivu. You covered all, so we can start with the meditation.
Sure. So everybody, all the folks who have kept their videos on, thank you. It's lovely to see the faces. Oh, no pressure. I see many people switching on their video. Again, thank you. So you just gone through, we just went through, yeah, see a lot of people switching on their video. Thank you again. Oh, that was infected. All right. So all of you, you have just gone through the instructions. We know what to do. So people like me who are wearing specs, kindly please remove those. Sit comfortably, very comfortably. Yep, if you're doing that, clasp your hands. Cross your legs or feet. Close your eyes. Closing the eyes means we are disconnecting from the outside world, starting our inward journey. We don't fight with our mind. Instead, we will be with the breath, which will calm our mind. Let's be absolutely comfortable. Let's put an intent to relax our body and mind. Take a few moments, see if there is any tension anywhere. Relax your mind. Drop any mental burdens. Everything can wait. There's nothing which we need to do now. Let's drop all the doing, all the expectations, including any from this meditation. Since there is nothing to do, there's nothing to try. Let's drop all trying. Full attention to the present moment. Allow your body to relax. Just be aware of your body, right from head to toe. Forehead, chin, shoulders, feet. See if there is any tension anywhere. Let's give our body time to relax. Relax every cell in the body. More, relax more and more. Let's be very comfortable, absolutely at ease. Slowly bring your awareness to your normal, natural breath. In breath, out breath. You'll observe the sensations which is caused by the breath on the body, nostril, belly. Be with the breath. In breath, out breath. See if you are interfering in any way with your breath. Body is breathing. We are observers. We are observing the breath. Let's drop all the doing, no manipulation, just being with our normal, natural breath. Let's form this deep friendship with our breath. We all have limited number of breaths. Let's give it our full attention. Be with the breath. No visualizations, just be with the breath. If thoughts arise, simply be aware of that. Do not fight or engage with the thoughts. Simply cut the thoughts. Come back to your breath. Just be with your breath. Let's not go with the thoughts, dear friends. Let's be with our normal, natural breath. Ana, Ana, Sati. Continue being with your breath. Last 5 minutes. Slowly come back, dear friends. Please bring your awareness to your body. Take your time. Whenever you're ready, clasp your hands. Place your fingers on your eyes for 5 to 10 seconds. Open your eyes whenever you're ready. No rush. Take your time. Thank you all, dear friends. So, how does it feel to be an observer? I mean, many people would have, all of us would have gotten a lot of thoughts, which is absolutely okay. Going back to the earlier point, let's be gentle and kind with ourselves. The one more thing is, and we'll talk about this in the coming days, we have a lot of thoughts in our mind. There's a lot of thought patterns, right? We'll be talking about those in the coming days. If you had a lot of thoughts during this meditation, just aware of those thoughts. Usually we're not even aware of those thoughts. So it is still good. You're aware of those thoughts while meditating, which is good. So with this, I would like to pass it on to Naman. Naman is a meditator, experimenter, and an entrepreneur. He is also the president of our international, PIMA International, which is a youth wing of PSSM. Take it away, Naman. All yours.
Thank you so much, Shivu. First, thank you so much for this deep meditation. I can see gratitude flowing all over the chat. And so with this, I would like to pass on my gratitude to the entire Pyramid Valley team, Swagaswar, Shalini ma'am, everyone, Shibu, for giving us the platform, right, to express about what meditation has done for youth. Growing up, right, I myself have seen a lot of change. And when I talk about meditation earlier, like Shibu, I also have a journey where I started off with avoiding, getting caught in a lot of myths, and eventually meeting my guru and understanding, and slowly, and it took me at least 2 years, right, to be where you all are, right, to be able to meditate for the first time. I took 2 years after getting introduced to meditation. But nevertheless, I did. And today here I am. And I would like to share why PIMA got started. We understood about meditation. We understood about the benefits of meditation, the myths. Going forward, we will understand what are the tools, we will dissect everything around spirituality, around mindfulness, around, how to be the best version of ourselves. But PIMA started more as a Sajjan Sangatya for me, to be able to go anywhere and find like-minded people who are coming ahead. Because earlier, when I used to go on my business trip, when I used to go on, traveling, I was concerned about my own food because I'm a pure vegetarian. I was concerned where I'm going to stay. I was concerned everywhere, right, for everything. But after coming into PIMA, after getting to know all these amazing people around the world, I don't feel that change anymore. I don't feel that tension anymore, right? Anywhere you go, you just have to tell people that, hey, you know what, you're going to this place, and people just come around, and I'm introduced to exclusive vegetarian restaurants, and from the crowd only, like, people try and ask, can you sit down for meditation, which is quite abnormal when you see for the youth, right? To be able to meditate with a group in a different demographic altogether. And the type of conversations we have, right? Earlier, I used to have conversations around a lot of mindless chit chats, right? About certain pop culture trends, certain about this thing, that thing. Now, when I meet people, when I meet, let's say, my family, we talk about personal growth. We talk about everything that we're used to avoid before coming into meditation. But yes, this program, I would say, is been designed to, accommodate people who have never heard of meditation before, right? That was one of the reasons why we had to set the context before, deep diving into meditation. So thank you so much, guys, for your patience. We will have task of the day every day, and we will have a single youth coming in and sharing their experience. For that, the reason we want to do that is because we have a lot of youth, who were new and who were they were on the same, side as me, avoiding meditation, thinking, okay, when I grow old or when I retire, I'll meditate. But now, the moment we challenge them to meditate, and then they, do it for, let's say, 21 days, they do it for 40 days. The changes that we see in ourselves, I think, is the main reason why every one of us is here. Every one of us is, so excited, for this 21-day journey with everyone. And I can see the smiles across. And that's the reason we want to start task of the day, and we want to have people who are coming in and sharing their experiences with all of us, because one is scientific understanding of concepts, one is validating those scientific concepts, right? If I've used those concepts in myself, in my life, I can see the results, and if I share the results, definitely it will give insights to everyone else also. So it's like collective growing, collective sharing, and collective evolution of this group. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sagar sir. Thank you so much, everyone who has come on board. I was able to see everyone on sharp at 6. So thank you so much for this amazing experience and this amazing excitement that I feel right now. And going forward, I'm sure this will only grow. So yes, with that, thank you so much, guys. Over to you, Shibu. Thank you.
Thank you, Naman. Yeah, so as Naman mentioned, from tomorrow onwards, we'll also have youth or friends coming in and sharing their experiences. So again, one more thing from a program structure perspective, tomorrow we are starting with meditation, right? We already done one meditation. We know how to meditate. So tomorrow is starting with meditation. So please be there on time. At 6 a.m. We'll start sharp at 6. We'll have some music going at 5:45 a.m. IST, and we'll start sharp at 6. Start with a song, and in a couple of minutes, we'll start meditation. And tomorrow's topic would be tomorrow's wisdom topic, right? As we mentioned, every day there will be a wisdom topic. And tomorrow we'll be building upon why breath meditation. Why do we use breath, right? So we'll be building on top of that, on what we discussed today. And we'll also explore the states we experience during meditation and the brain waves. So tomorrow we'll have an amazing speaker, Prithvi, who'll be talking through this and take us through this. I know you will have a lot of questions, and our team is here to help answer those. You can also post questions in the Telegram group. There is a Telegram group, so feel free to join. Please join if you haven't, and you can post the questions there. We have a diligent set of folks, volunteers who are looking into all those questions, and we'll answer those. So with that, I'll pass it back to Sagar sir. Sir, anything else to add?
A wonderful session, Shibu and the team. It was fantastic meditation. It was good to join in this group meditation again. Friends, for those of you who are starting fresh, beginners meditation, or beginning in meditation, so there are these group energies that also work towards getting our meditation better. So please join in. That is another reason why we want you to join in this group meditation. We have around 260, 280 people meditating together. So all the meditation energies enhance each one of us, each others as well. So that itself is a good enough reason for you to sit and join this session, even though you might be wrestling with thoughts for the initial few days. So it's a good session, Shubhu. I think we are on time. So I'm sure people who have questions, they can use the Telegram group to ask any priority questions, or they can ask questions tomorrow as well. So thanks for letting us all know the posture and the procedure of meditation. And thanks, Naman, for the wonderful intro.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubha, for the wonderful meditation. And I'm happy and glad Naman is here. And also, we will be listening to the youth. So more than the theory, from PSSM perspective, we do have a person as an experimenter who has transformed his life, and we will be listening from them directly. And dear friends, as a lot of you have been posting, so just being the day one, we are having this inauguration, and also people from different places representing and who have been in the organizing team. And tomorrow onwards, as mentioned, the music meditation will start shortly at the 6 a.m. IST, and all the questions can be discussed from tomorrow. If not, also you can please post it on the Telegram. The link has been posted in the chat, so you can join the group from that. And tomorrow's topic is about the breath. So it is very, very important. So please do be available to know the significance of breath, as we have been doing this breath meditation. And all these program is being live relayed in the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. And you can use this particular session, the music again, to play and do your meditation. So there are a lot of other musics are also available in the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel, so you can just use that for your meditation. So we will all be meeting again tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hopefully you will practice another meditation for at least 20 minutes before you come back for tomorrow's session. Thank you all.
Thank you.